Episode number 387. There was no further question, therefore, about Mary Mitchell among the four musketeers, who besides had what they wanted. That was, the order to withdraw Mme. Bonacieux from the convent of the Carmelites of Bethune. It was true that this order would not be of great use to them while they were in camp at La Rochelle, that is to say, at the other end of France. Therefore D'Artagnan was going to ask leave of absence of M. de Treville, confiding to him candidly the importance of his departure, when the news was transmitted to him as well as to his three friends that the king was about to set out for Paris with an escort of 20 musketeers, and that they formed part of the escort. Their joy was great. The lackeys were sent on before with the baggage, and they set out on the morning of the 16th. The cardinal accompanied his majesty from Surgeons to Moses, and there the king and his minister took leave of each other with great demonstrations of friendship. The king, however, who sought distraction, while travelling as fast as possible, for he was anxious to be in Paris by the 23rd, stopped from time to time to fly the magpie, a pastime for which the taste had been formerly inspired in him by the lions, and for which he had always preserved a great predilection. Out of the 20 musketeers 16, when this took place, rejoiced greatly at this relaxation, but the other four cursed it heartily. D'Artagnan, in particular, had a perpetual buzzing in his ears, which Porthos explained thus. A very great lady has told me that this means that somebody is talking of you somewhere. At length the escort passed through Paris on the 23rd, in the night. The king thanked M. de Treville, and permitted him to distribute fellows for 4 days, on condition that the favored parties should not appear in any public place, under penalty of the Bastille. The first 4 fellows granted, as may be imagined, were to 4 friends. Still further, Athos obtained of M. de Treville 6 days instead of 4, and introduced into these 6 days 2 more nights, for they set out on the 24th at 5 o'clock in the evening, and as a further kindness M. de Treville post-dated the leave to the morning of the 25th. Good Lord, said D'Artagnan, who, as we have often said, never stumbled at anything. It appears to me that we are making a great trouble of a very simple thing. In 2 days, and by using up 2 or 3 horses, that's nothing. I have plenty of money, I am at Bethune. I present my letter from the Queen to the Superior, and I bring back the dear treasure I go to seek, not into Lorraine, not into Belgium, but to Paris, where she will be much better concealed, particularly while the cardinal is at La Rochelle. Well, once returned from the country, half by the protection of a cousin, half through what we have personally done for, we shall obtain from the Queen what we desire. Remain, then, where you are, and do not exhaust yourselves with useless fatigue. Myself and Planchet are all that such a simple expedition requires. To this Athos replied quietly, we also have money left, for I have not yet drunk all my share of the diamond, and Porthos and Aramis have not eaten all theirs. We can therefore use up 4 horses as well as 1. But consider, D'Artagnan, added he, in a tone so solemn that it made the young man shudder, consider that Bethune is a city where the cardinal has given rendezvous to a woman who, wherever she goes, brings misery with her. If you had only to deal with 4 men, D'Artagnan, I would allow you to go alone. You have to do with that woman. We 4 will go, and I hope to God that with the 4 lackeys we may be in sufficient number.